Hi Allstars, Arne here, Solution Architect at Starburst. And in this short video, I want to show you how you can manage your Starburst data products with a version control system like Git and also deploy those data products through pipelines in a CI/CD fashion. You might know that the Starburst offers REST APIs in order to manage your data products, and they will be key to do all this. But before we get there, how do we actually want to achieve managing data products in a version control system like Git? In order to do so, I came up with the notion of data products as files or the path. So essentially, you're separating out all the different concerns into their individual files. So metadata descriptions will be in a metadata YAML file. Your data product descriptions in Markdown will be in a README Markdown file. Your data sets will be in individual SQL files. The corresponding metadata will be in another YAML file. And last but not least, your samples will be stored in a subdirectory called samples and also in SQL files that will be then mapped to your samples in the end. And to manage your domains, you will have another YAML file where you can do all that. So you have really a bunch of files to manage, to store in a version control system, to individually modify, and that are also exposed with the file type extension that they are associated with. So Markdown, the MD format, metadata, the YAML format, and all your SQL stuff in SQL files. And to bring now all this together into your data products within Starburst, there is three things. First of all, the folder structure we just saw and talked about. And then there is a Python library that essentially wraps our REST API so it can be easily used from an application perspective. And that brings us to the third piece of the equation, which is a CLI application that lets you easily map the folder structure to those API calls and thus deploy either from your command line or from a CI/CD pipeline in the end of the day. And this is what we will see in the demo next. We will first of all show you the environment, how it is right now. Then we will show you the data product definitions in a Git repository, finally modify them in our text editor, push them to our Git repository and deploy it through GitHub Actions into our demo environment. Let's go see it. We are now in my demo environment, and as you can see, we do have 4 data products: Burst Bank Customer, Environmental Federation Sample Product, and Regulatory Reporting. And this is all reflected in our Git repository, Data Product CI/CD. We do see our 4 different folders for the data products and our domains YAML for all the domains. And now we will have a look into Visual Studio Code to see how we can modify them. We are now in the Visual Studio Code where I have the Git project checked out. We do see our 4 different data products, and again the YAMLs file that describes our different domains, of course. And let's check, for example, the Federation Sample Product, the metadata, catalog, domain, name, summary, all what you would expect from your data product metadata. And now we just, for simplicity reasons, copy paste that to create a new data product, rename it to my awesome product. Of course, we need to modify the name here because they are unique. My awesome product. And now we simply deploy that, right? Go here, call it new product, commit and push. Yep. This is now pushed to GitHub, and a pipeline will trigger to actually deploy it to our demo environment. Let's go see. We are now back in our Git repository, and as you can see, we do have our new product over here. And in the actions part, we see that a pipeline started to deploy our new product. Let's go into it. It's in the build phase, and it just now finished. You see the green checkbox. So let's check our data products again. Refresh that page, and there we are. We have now our awesome data product deployed through a CI/CD pipeline in our demo environment. So
That's it for the demo piece, I guess.
All right, here we are. Over the last 5 or so minutes, you've learned about my motivation behind CI/CD for data products, and also saw the solution, how I implemented this, that you can manage your data products in simple files, manage them in Git, and also deploy them through pipelines into your SEP environment. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.